You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live Next, featuring intimate and in-depth interviews with Black Hollywood's next edition of stars and influencers. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live Next.
Yeah. It's that kind of a Friday right here, Black Hollywood Live Next, where we always talk about what's next and what's upcoming with the stuff that you need to know. That's Rich Homie Quan with his song Flex. I love that song.
I can tell you do.
I don't know what else.
That's your favorite part, right?
He could be cursing me out, but I don't even know because all I hear is ooh. All right. I'm Megan Thomas at Meg Scoop on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram with my homegirl. What's up?
Hey, I'm Courtney. You guys can keep in touch at Tezeno on Twitter and Instagram. Use the hashtag BHL Next because we got to keep the conversation going.
Yes. Well, let's just jump right into it. We're doing a special edition, 4th of July Independence Day edition. So happy birthday, America.
Well, happy early birthday, yeah.
Right. Happy birthday, America. Okay.
What are your plans? Oh, my gosh.
I need to eat some beef and pork.
Oh, my
I don't really eat that, but on the 4th, hey.
Yeah, that's when you take all of it out. The hot dogs and the ribs.
Ribs. All right, let's talk about what's up in casting. There's been some changes this week on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Our homegirl, Nene Leakes.
Saying bye.
Nene Leakes is gone. She's out of there. She's retired, quote unquote, from the show, which is, tough because a lot of people say that Real Housewives of Atlanta was centered around her.
I completely agree.
Like it is?
I completely agree that she was like heavily focused on, but to see her leave is going to be a little sad for fans. But she has so much stuff going on. I see why she's doing it.
Right. I mean, I feel like she should just have her own show.
You think?
If she can hold a franchise for that long, where people say it was built around her for so long, then she can definitely have her own show.
I could see that. I just don't want that many more reality TV shows. So I'm being completely honest.
Well, somebody's watching it. So she said that her contract was up, and she had talked about it with her husband, and they just, it was hard, but they finally decided to part ways with the show, and that this big burden was lifted off of her shoulders.
I mean, it's a lot of drama on reality TV, right. So I can see why there's a big burden that's lifted. And she's on Broadway and doing all this fabulous stuff. I'm like, you go, Nene. I'm happy for her.
You don't need this reality drama. But here's the thing, though.
Great platform, though.
Yeah, she did say that you might see her again on the show. So she might pop up as someone's friends on the show.
Who's friend?
No, I'm saying, you know how, people come and do drive-bys sometimes? You'll see them. It's going to be her. She's going to be doing a drive-by.
Drive-bys, Megan.
On Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not like a shootout.
If you guys don't watch Real Housewives, she's not talking about, a shootout at all.
Yeah, drive-by, I'm coming to your house today, girl. We're going to talk and kick it.
She's going to be making a few visits.
That's what I'm saying. I like to use the word drive-by. You know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, what's up with music?
Okay, so let's talk about some fresh beats. I have 2 today, and I'm sure you've heard both, but let's go ahead and listen to Rihanna's Bitch Better Have My Money. We can say bitch on the show.
Ooh, I'm going to tell your mama.
Oh, stop. So before we listen to that, if anyone wants a little back history on this music video, it's actually a true story. Back in 2012, Rihanna was dealing with some drama with her attorney, and this is a reflection of that. She's kind of revengeful. Let's look at it. Well, you can't see the video, but in the video, she is basically bloody. She has a lot of naked women. She's getting revenge after her accountant. It's just really graphic, but it's very
I know. What is all
style.
This blood on her face? I feel like she's reaching here.
She was reaching. She's threatening her accountant and anybody else that doesn't have her money on time. So I think that's why there was so much blood in this video, but it was 7 minutes long.
I'm scared.
It was a 7-minute long video. It was too much.
Ooh, okay, Rihanna. I'm scared of you.
But on a lighter note, if anybody used to watch Martin, then Big Sean is pretty much doing a tribute to Martin with his new song, Play No Games, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. So let's watch that one.
He looks like Martin for real.
No, really. And Chris Brown, I'm not sure
who is he supposed to be? Who's Ty Dolla $ign supposed to be in this? Who's Ty Dolla Sign supposed to be?
I have no idea.
Not Tommy, not Cole.
Look at Tommy.
Oh my
did
gosh.
some good
So
casting.
this is the funniest thing about this. So you see the guy that they have playing Tommy? I've done a show with, or actually did a parody with him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He played LeBron James, and I played LeBron James' wife, Savannah. He's actually like a overseas basketball player. That's why when I first saw this, I was like, hey, wait a minute. And here's the other funny thing about this video. I was actually gonna audition for it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Who are you gonna be?
I don't know who they were gonna have me be. I had no clue.
Girl, they gonna throw you and be Gina. Put a wig on.
No, I'm too dark skinned.
No, your head not big enough to be Gina.
Girl, it is. It is. You see all of this?
Girl, stop. But the whole video was like so cool. I was like, okay, Big Sean, like throw it back to something we all remember. But the only thing I will say is for the past 3 videos that Big Sean has done, he is terrible at lip syncing. Like I do not understand why nobody told him. Like, where's the director on set? Like, okay, let's run that back, or let's edit it to make it look like you know what you're doing. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's really bad. Oh,
he's really bad at that. But this was a cool video.
It was. So since we're talking about Chris Brown, let's talk about him some more. There's some updated family alerts. What's next with these families in Hollywood? Goodness. Chris Brown, we all know, has had a baby, an on-break baby, or
Miss Royalty.
Yes, Royalty Brown, the cutest little girl ever.
She really is.
And she's 1 year old, and he's suing his baby's mom for paternity.
I completely understand why, because he was paying $2,500 for child support. That's enough for some diapers and some food. And now she wants $15,000.
Right.
That's extreme. That is very extreme. Like, you want to live a lavish lifestyle.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. I'm not advocating that women take money from men because they're using their child as an excuse for them to get Louboutins. I'm not saying I'm not saying they should do that. But what I'm saying is, you should, as a man, you should pay relative to what you make. There's no way that $2,500 is relative to what Chris Brown makes. Let's be honest.
I understand.
Because there's some men that I know that pay $2,500 and they don't make nothing, nowhere near what Chris Brown makes.
I understand that. But it would be very different if Chris Brown was not taking care of his child. He's very much involved in her life, like 24/7. I see baby Royalty with Chris more than I see with the wife.
No, that's only because he posts his pictures and it goes to 1 billion billion people.
I get that. That's why I said I don't follow her. But the point is, this is how they've set up their family. That okay, she's gonna have her most of the time, and I think $2,500 is enough for her to take care of the child.
I'm just saying, because when you think about private school and clothing, all that,
she
that's not
is
enough.
1 year old.
It doesn't matter.
I think, okay, I can completely understand if we have like a fixed rate that increases over time when she does need some more.
Right.
But she's 1 year old. She needs some formula and she needs some baby clothes as she continues to grow.
And she's got daycare. If her mom works, she's got to go to daycare. So
daycare
usually
can be covered with $2,500 a month.
Not the good private ones that people who like Chris Brown, like if you're a celebrity
Okay. You
gotta pay.
I can understand both of them going to court for a more like a rate that they agree on, but $15,000. There's no way she needs that much money.
And I think we got to stop thinking about it like, well, this kid doesn't need $15,000. It goes, because the way paternity is, like child support is supposed to work is it's a percentage of what the father makes, a percentage of what the mother makes. You put all that together. Like, there's an algorithm here.
Well, then
so it's not about
if we're considering that.
Because
then Nia has her part as well.
That's
She's
what I'm
making
saying.
money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you put all of that together. I'm not saying $15,000 is right. I'm not saying it's wrong, because I don't know what Chris Brown's finances are. But if he's making enough money where that $15,000 is the correct percentage of what he should be paying for his child, then who am I to say that's too little for his daughter? You know what I mean? And
I agree with you, Meg. I do. But I still think that price is a little ridiculous. Like, just because I know how a lot of women are when it comes to that.
Right.
That's why I'm like, okay, $2,500 to $15,000 is just so much.
I'm just saying. I get
That's a huge jump. If they could meet in the middle, I'd be like, cool, do your thing. That's your life. That's your child. But $15,000 is a bit much.
What if that's not even a lot? What if like he's really supposed to be paying like $30,000?
Well, then shoot, pay Chris Brown, pay it up, pay up.
That's what I'm saying. It's relative to what he makes.
But I'm saying if we knew that ahead of time, like, okay, this is what he should be paying. We don't have those details. We only have that she says she wants this much. So we can only go off of that speculation. So let's just go ahead and stop getting in their business. This seems like a case of Maury. And just Let's just be done with it.
Right. So speaking of some other what's up next in family, so we know the whole Sherri Shepherd drama. She got divorced from her husband, Lamar Sally. And before they got divorced, they decided they were going to have a baby together through a surrogate. But the baby's, from what I understand, not her egg. So it's another egg, and then Lamar's sperm, and then the surrogate is going to have the baby. So basically, she was going to adopt this baby as her own.
Oh, my goodness.
So, of course, the ish hit the fan. They're no longer together. And she decided she didn't want anything to do with this baby because biologically it's not
her
hers.
child.
But once you have agreed, it's kind of like adoption. Once you've agreed, you can't really be like, I give you back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it is a surrogate baby that hasn't been born. But now the baby's here, and so she's gone through court. Her and Lamar finally got their divorce finalized.
Okay.
So they're completely done with each other. And she will now she's agreed to pay child support. So here's the kicker. So
she's paying child support.
Yeah, she has to pay child support. Now, she's agreed to do $4,100 a month until the child's 13, and then it goes up to $4,600 a month.
Okay.
But here's the funny part, because her and Lamar had some more embryos that they, I guess, put together and decided, we can use these at a later date if we want to. So
they froze some eggs.
They froze some, yes. But she decided, I'm definitely not having any more kids with him, and I want them destroyed. But because half of the embryo is his, if he decides he doesn't want to destroy them, he can keep them. However, she doesn't have to pay child support on those.
That is too much.
Tell me this is like...
That is too much. I completely understand first of all, the word destroy in embryos just shouldn't even be a thing.
Right.
So I think they have to agree. That's something like either those embryos are going to stay there, or, they have to agree at some point. So I don't think anybody should have like the upper hand on that. But as far as her paying child support for for a child that's not hers, I think that's kind of ridiculous. Kudos to her. She feels like that's what she should be doing. But I think, what do you think? Is that...
Well, here's the thing. If she never agreed to have this baby, then I would say she's off the hook. But because you have to look at it like, what if the egg was hers? It's basically adoption. You're having this woman have a baby, carry the baby that's yours, biologically yours. So if that was the case, then would she be off the hook? No.
No.
So why should it be any different? Because she's adopted this baby already.
So these decisions were made before they were divorced.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, then she should be paying child
and it
support.
just sucks because I feel like I hope she's a part of this child's life.
I think, the baby's here, and how do we know how old?
We don't know. I'm assuming like a year, less than a year, something like that.
Okay, I feel like they still have time to like figure this whole thing out, because at the end of the day, it's all about the child, and I'm pretty sure Sherri Shepherd is not going to be like evil about that. She's going to be in the child's life.
Right, and so she is also in court, as far as she has another suit going on with Lamar Sally that says that he tricked her into the marriage, and he did this all along because he wanted her money, and he wants the alimony. Now he's getting the child support, all this stuff.
No.
See?
No.
It's a dirty game out here.
All this stuff starts to hit the fan when people get divorced. I'm like, no, y'all need to just leave that in the closet and just stop
my whole point is,
things.
I wonder, like, if she feels like he did that just to take her money, I feel like she should be like, well, let me go ahead and take this child from you, and you won't get any child support because I'll be taking care of it.
You think she would do that, though?
I mean, I feel like, I don't think she wants to, because biologically it's not hers, and she just doesn't want any more reminders of this man. But look, if you're trying to hold this $4,100 a month, that's a lot over your head.
Yeah, we just arguing over $25,000 and $15,000.
Right. And Sherri ain't got no job right now. You know what I'm saying? She ain't on The View, so that's a lot. I feel like she should just be like, just like Ludacris did. He took his baby from the mom. Like, well, I won't be paying that.
I mean, do we think that would be easier though than paying because I think when you just put a dollar sign on something, it just becomes so much greater. If you're taking care of a child, it is a responsibility, but it's like no one's going to abandon a child. So I mean,
it's not abandonment. I think it's more of like, okay, well, I have more of a stable home. I have more money, so I'm going to take this child from you.
Okay.
And another court's going to say, no, probably not. They didn't with Ludacris, and typically fathers don't get the kid. You know what I mean? But it was easy. He got his daughter. He's raising his daughter. So,
Sherri, we wish you the best with that sticky situation.
Right. What's up with
let's talk about fashion. So if you guys keep up with the Kardashians, I'm sure you do. Kendall Jenner, which is basically a Kardashian, she posted this on Instagram, and it's like a mini a mini skirt. So she's pretty much making a comeback with mini skirts. Did you guys remember like in the 90s when girls wore these?
Right, but they weren't like
ripped up and cute. No, they were like a straight cut. Okay, so
right.
I have a few photos from like Laguna Beach days that we need to take a look at. So let's look at these mini skirts.
Laguna Beach days.
So this is what the mini skirt used to look like. And then there's another one.
I remember that skirt. I had that. And my little fat thighs girl.
Everyone had that. So basically, Kendall Jenner is trying to make it more modern. Megan, no.
I still have this camouflage mini skirt.
Girl,
I need to go bust that out.
You better go trade that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so apparently these mini skirts are making a comeback. Okay. I think we're gonna modernize them. We saw the ripped parts of it, so I think that would be cuter than like the straight thing we used to deal with in the 90s.
But wait, what do you think about? Okay, so Kendall Jenner had like her pockets coming out of the jagged, cut.
Yeah, just like we do like ripped jeans.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like seeing pockets.
Really?
Like, why do I need to see your... I feel like your shorts are too short. I see your pockets. Pockets aren't that big.
Yeah.
So if your shorts are shorter than your pockets, something's not right. Either you ain't got no butt and you need to do some squats, or you need to stop being a hoochie out here and get some longer shorts.
Well, a hoochie is in. That term is not even a thing anymore. Like, everybody is wearing these short... People are wearing illusion, basically see-through stuff these days. So I think her bringing back that and the little ripped pockets is okay.
I guess.
I'm probably not going to rock it just because I have no need for it.
You can't be fat and rock that stuff. I'm serious. I can't rock it at all. My thighs are too thick.
Megan.
No, I'm telling you, it's a difference.
Okay, so you're saying know your body type. She's not calling herself fat because that's ridiculous.
Okay, what I'm saying is you just got to know. And if your thighs is rubbing, don't wear that because it looks whorish.
Oh my God.
It does.
Okay. So we have a few other 90s styles coming back that I want to show you guys. So the first one that they're saying is coming back are slip dresses. I don't know if you guys rock these at all. I'm sure you rock these underneath something, but now they're making slips. Girl, a trend. And
that ain't nothing.
But this
like
one
you wear to bed. That's like a sexy, like I'm going to bed.
No, I think that's something you wear underneath your church clothes. Like
it is, girl. I still got my slip. I wore my slip the other day.
Megan, you didn't wear your slip outside.
Did.
No,
I did. I wore my slip under my dress. I need this.
But this black slip, the long slip, I kind of like that. But the shorter one, I don't know how I'm feeling about that because that still looks like a long
I know, but it's still from the waist that was like a 90.
It does. That's why I don't quite understand why this trend is coming back, but somebody's gonna rock it, put some nice accessories with it. I could see it working. I'm probably just not gonna rock it.
Like somebody's gonna wear a choker. Like that's very 1990s.
That's bringing it back. Yeah,
right?
That's bringing the 90s back.
Right.
And then we go on to shoes. I'm sure everybody's been rocking platforms, and that's like 70s inspired, but like this trend is taking over. Like it's more comfortable.
Right.
It's like really stylish and cute. So I think that trend is for sure gonna stay.
I'm not gonna participate.
You're not?
I don't like that.
Okay, so you think we should recycle or keep this one?
I think this one we should just lay this to bed. When I see these shoes, I just see like when I used to go to church and like when I was at church in middle school trying to be fancy with my big old thick platform strappy shoes. Oh my
goodness. I actually have a pair of these. Not this exact one, but Michael Kors is actually making a lot of these. Like a lot of high-end designers are doing
Kors,
it.
Kiss my butt. That's
not
horrible.
Just Michael.
Because don't bring this back. Bring some cuter shoes back.
Oh my goodness. Girl, these are comfortable. I am all about comfort. I think they look great depending on
go barefoot.
Megan, we are not in the country. You don't stop. Moving on. Platforms are in for me. I don't think we should recycle them. I don't think we should get rid of those. But the new thing everyone's doing is that matchy two-piece sets.
Oh, no,
and that I absolutely love.
Oh,
like
this is cute.
This one is like a lace-inspired one, but we see a lot of the ones where they're like the solid color, like you'll be wearing like purple and purple at the bottom. I think that is so 90s and so cute.
I like that. You know what? And it's good too if you like. It's like when you have the crop or the shorter top, but you have just like a little peak of your stomach.
Skin.
That's so cute. And then I be drawing my abs and I be trying to fill them in so that it looks like I
Megan,
have
stop. Oh my gosh. So I say that's definitely a style, yes. And then we have jumpsuits coming back, or I feel like they never went out, but we're just seeing them more often than we did before. Jumpsuits are a yes for me. The shoes that people are wearing, like the Jesus shoes, I think it's cute, but for me, it's
these Jesus Birkenstocks.
A lot of them are coming back.
No, leave the Birkenstocks at home.
Yeah, I would say leave the Birkenstocks, put a sexy stiletto. I love that.
Right.
And then the trend that they're saying is going out from us, which is a 90s inspired style, are pattern pants. What do you think about that?
I like that.
I really do too. I think it gives like a bohemian look, and
Right,
it's just
especially if it's like
so
a little
cute.
crop, like the pants a little higher.
Yeah,
Like, it's cute.
I really like it, but they say that trend is like gonna be one that's gotta go.
Aww.
And then neon colors is another one that people are saying is a style that needs to go. I completely agree, just because those colors don't necessarily look super flattering on me. They always make me think of like a rave or like a mosh pit when people are like wearing the neon colors. I don't prefer it, but
I love neon.
Really?
I'm like a coral girl though.
Okay.
But I like lime green too. But I think it looks good on like this kind of skin.
You do? You
Neon,
think so?
girl, yes. Neon colors.
Maybe because I never know what type of accessories to put with, because I have more gold accessories, and gold and all those neons just don't go well together. But they say it's leaving. What do you think?
Well, I'll be the only one rocking it then. While y'all rock these platforms,
You get over
I'll
that.
be over here with my
Girl,
neon.
I will be
slap.
very.
You remember slap bracelets?
Oh my gosh!
I used to
yes.
have like neon slap bracelets in every single color in the 90s.
Man, neon was back then.
And then I had neon. As I'm looking at this dress, this skirt with this yellow skirt, I had neon leggings that were neon green, neon yellow, like every highlighter color in the world.
No.
And I would wear them, and I would like switch them out. Like Monday, all right, I'm gonna wear. What am I gonna do this week? Monday is my neon green.
No,
leggings.
Megan.
And they were like capri leggings.
All right, I'm glad that one it's done. That's not a style that's
I'm not
coming
gonna
back.
bring that back. I'm not gonna bring that.
Okay, so we have a few things that are going to be staying, recycled, all of those things. So those are the style things that are up and coming and leaving us.
Yay. All right, well, let's talk about the next big thing, what's going on in the world. So there's a new sport that is like growing, and it is becoming a real thing.
What?
It's called bubble soccer.
No.
I need you to watch this video because bubble soccer is like, no, okay, so it's like, we're going to pull up the video in a second, but it's really, really fun because it has, if you think about, have you ever seen like one of those big bubbles that people are inside?
Yes, when they're sick though, correct?
No, people don't really go in bubbles when they're sick. I'm saying, like, have you ever seen it where you like roll in it, or they'll have
Yes,
like roll?
yeah.
So it's like that, except your feet are out, so your legs are out, and your top half is covered with the bubble, and then you like hit each other and like you kick with your feet. You're playing soccer. This is becoming a real thing. Like in Boston, there's a National Association of Bubble Soccer, and it's the fastest growing sport in the world, apparently.
Do you know, I think parents had something to do with this ridiculous sport. They were tired of seeing little boys and girls getting concussions and getting scratches and bruises, and that's why they're in bubbles now? That's extreme.
But it looks like so much fun. And then it started in 2011 by some Norwegian comedians. Like, they were just being funny. But it's a real thing now. And so the games have 6 to 7 minute quarters, and then there's 5 to 8 players on each side.
Girl, what happens when my bubble bursts?
It's not gonna burst.
Yes, it will.
Because you have to hit that too hard. But it's
I'm
like
sure they're
it's
gonna
like
be
soccer, but like bumper cars. It's really cool.
Well, I want to see it eventually. But I don't know if I would want my kids to play in something like that.
I
That
feel like
that looks so silly to me.
No, but it's a lot safer. People say like the most reported injuries are twisted ankles and then like sore necks.
I think you can still get a twisted ankle. Oh, you saying from this?
Yeah, this is like that's as much. There's no concussions, obviously.
What about air? Like, can they breathe?
Yeah, because there's like a hole. You'll see it when we pull up the video. There's like a hole. Like, you have to like go in it like this. Like somebody holds the bubble and you like gotta. There's like a circle in the middle of the bubble.
What is happening
So
to our world? Oh my goodness.
I want to do it. So we'll pull that up. I'll show you guys that in a second. But then let's talk about something else for all of you people who love vacations and islands and stuff. So there is something called Docastaway. I might be saying it wrong. It's Docastaway or Docastaway. But it's a travel company that specializes in arranging vacations for remote islands.
Okay.
Like, meaning nothing's on the island but you.
That is not okay.
So you out there like Tom Hanks and Wilson. Like, literally, there's nothing. There's no resorts.
Why would somebody want a vacation like that?
Some people really want to just get back to the basics. And so,
that's not even the basics. That's the beginning of the world, and none of us experienced that but Adam and Eve.
I feel like that's something we need to do, though. Like,
by yourself?
I feel like that's good. You really learn. I mean, sometimes you got to get away from. You have to just unlock and get away, turn off the phones, everything. And sometimes
I agree with that, getting away from social media. But being by yourself on a vacation, I think that sounds very depressing. There's certain aspects where I'm like, okay, let me spend this day by myself and pamper myself. But you're on an island by yourself, Megan, that's too much.
No, I'm saying, but sometimes you gotta like really get back to just, centering yourself. You can't be distracted when there's nobody on this island with you.
I would be so bored. And I just paid money to go on a vacation
now
to
you
be by
can bring
myself.
a book. Why are you looking at me like
Megan,
that?
no. I mean, kudos to these people who are thinking about people who are loners, but...
Well, let me tell you about one guy who did it. He's a millionaire. His name is Ian Argus Stewart. He's a 64-year-old, and he spent 11 days on the remote island of Hungatonga, which is 2,000 miles away from Sydney.
And then what did he do? What was his itinerary like?
So the only thing he brought with him was a machete, in case there was
No,
wildlife.
that is nothing about this sounds relaxing, Megan.
I would go do it. I wouldn't do it for 11 days. I would go do this. And then he
But how many people are trying to go on, do this actual vacation? How many remote islands do we have?
Girl, there's 1 billion of them. There's a ton.
Oh, my goodness.
We haven't inhabited everything in the world. But he said he survived on eggs, cabbage, and squid.
They don't provide food?
Go, no, you have to go find your food.
Megan, this is the worst thing I have ever heard. There's no vacation.
I feel like I would do this, but I think I would do this with someone else, though.
No,
I'd be like,
if I
let's
had
go.
one other person with me, I would think it's an adventure.
Right.
Let's survive on this island. Let's do everything that we said we would do in movies and whatnot. But if they are not providing food, I will not be going. I am not making my own
You
food.
can get some snacks, bring some snacks with you, and then we got to fend for
I'm paying
ourselves.
you to put me on an island by myself, not feed me. It's probably going to be hot as hell. The fact that he brought a machete tells me a lot. I am not going on an island
I guess
by
this is
myself.
what millionaires do, because clearly he
See?
he lives in a lap of luxury. I'm sure he goes to vacations and resorts all the time.
What it makes sense for him. It must be lonely at the top because the rest of us need a real vacation from our 9 to 5.
How much of a vacation is it? You just lay on the beach all day. Like, you really have nothing else to do but lay on the beach. All right, we got our bubble. Let's go back to the bubble so you can see what bubble soccer is, okay?
All right.
And it's a combination of basically hockey, rugby, and soccer, but safe.
Oh, they're in the bubble in the middle.
Yeah, you see what I mean? And you run. That was fun.
Yeah, it's been around for 2 years, yeah. And it's the fastest growing sport in the world right now.
I think people who are claustrophobic would not like this.
Are you serious?
Because you're literally in the middle of this bubble. I thought it was you're in the bubble and you're running and it's running with you.
No, because then you're going to turn upside down.
No, I think this makes sense, but I'm saying not everybody's going to be able to do this.
Who's not going to be able to do this?
People who are not used to close corners. You got plastic
Fat
on all
people.
sides. Stop! Did you say that?
Fat folks, okay.
Oh, gosh.
I won't be in there. I'll be in there. I will squeeze my body in that thing, girl.
And then think about that. What if there's really, really short people who can't do this and
I guess it sucks that your legs are short. Just kidding.
Sports are supposed to be inclusive of everyone.
I feel like that would actually be better if your legs are short. That means you have this much hanging out of the bubble. You could technically roll around. But if you have a lot of legs out, it's harder to roll around and knock somebody down. We're going to go play bubble soccer. Who's down?
We can go play for fun,
down?
but if this becomes a professional sport, I'm not watching it. I won't be tuning in.
I'll be tuning in. I'm probably going to try out for it.
Girl, no. What are tryouts like? What type of skill set do you need?
Soccer.
Exactly. So why can't we just play soccer?
Because soccer's boring.
It is not. It is America's sport.
No, it's not America's sport. It's the world's sport.
Even bigger. I'm sorry, America's sport is baseball, but even bigger. Come on.
All right, but I'm saying you want to add, am I going to be a soccer player? No. Am I ever going to be good enough to play for a pro soccer team? Absolutely not. Could I be good enough to play bubble soccer in the Olympics? Is this going to be
intramural, the big intramural?
Yeah, I hope so, because if it is, I'm there.
Okay, if it's intramural, then then that's fine. But if this is a real sport that they're saying, this is the new thing, this has to go pro someday, and this looks
And
foolish.
I hope I make that team.
Megan.
You're such a hater. And don't be trying to come support me when I'm in the Olympics for bubble soccer.
I will come support you. I'm just saying this looks a little foolish.
There'll
be a lot of vines.
Right. Let us know what you guys think. So use the hashtag BHL Next Let us know. Would you be in bubble soccer?
And
Or
would you go on a deserted island by yourself? Please tell Megan you would never do that.
Whatever. Where can we find you, Courtney?
You guys can keep in touch with me at Tezeno's on Twitter and Instagram. Use the hashtag because I want to see what you guys thought about this desert vacation. Desert, whatever. Remote vacation on an island.
I'll be there, and I'll be playing bubble soccer on the remote island.
All right, Megan.
I'm Megan Thomas at MegaScoop on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We love you guys. Make sure you stay tuned to next week because we have all the guests. But enjoy the 4th.
Bye.
Happy
Happy
Independence
4th.
Day. Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.